All right, so one of the number one questions I get when we're bringing photographers into FireVibe is, how does FireVibe guarantee the jobs, guarantee the bookings for the photographers who come and work with us? And it's a great question, and I'm going to answer that in this video. So one of the things that FireVibe has mastered above anything else is the act of getting hired. We have really figured out the marketing process of how to market photography services to any local market. The way we do this is, the main thing is we focus on commercial photography. Okay, commercial photography is a genre of photography basically that applies to providing photography services for businesses, for marketing purposes. Commercial photography is basically photography that helps your client make money. Okay. Now, real estate photography is classified as commercial photography. So the reason we focus on commercial photography is, as opposed to something like wedding photography or portrait photography, that's more of a personal thing that it's a lot harder to know where those bookings are going to come from and to get residual business. The best thing about what we do is we market our photographers to obviously the businesses who are in the highest need of photography services, but also the ones that are most likely to give our photographers recurring business. Real estate, the real estate industry is a great example of this. Best thing about doing real estate photography, even if you're not even interested in real estate photography, if you're trying to be a professional photographer, real estate photography is one of the best ways to guarantee residual income and to be working every day with your camera. Okay, so usually when we start marketing a photographer in a certain area, first place we start is in the real estate market around your area. The best thing about the real estate industry is, first off, houses are bought, sold, rented, leased the same way everywhere, and they're always daily. There's going to be new listings hit the market, and photos are like the most important thing when it comes to marketing that property. The best thing about that too is there's actually a list, like every day of who needs photos, so it makes it really easy to market to that industry. And that's on a simple form. That's where we start usually is with the MLS, or like on Zillow, or the hot sheet as it's called. One of the most powerful marketing techniques we have is every single day in your market, all the new listings that just hit the market, that agent will get an automated email and text messages asking if they need any type of photography, video, aerial photos, things like that. And it just happens automatically, every single day. So that means every day, every new property, that agent is going to get an advertisement, for your services. Now, even if they don't book you then, you're still building your brand, and they know it's there. So it's just that automated system that we have that, it just works really well because there's not a lot of other businesses or industries that you're going to have that kind of data daily of who needs it. The second way is real estate is not, it's not all we do. All businesses need photos and videos. We understand that probably better than anybody. A lot of these businesses, they might not know they need it though. But all of them are trying to market themselves digitally. All of them are trying to have a presence on social media. And so we put you in a position to be the best one to be able to provide those services. One of the other big programs we do, marketing campaigns we do, is for marketing to all the local businesses and professionals marketing, social media management services. Now, the reason why we don't market photography services specifically, and we frame it more as social media, is a lot of times small businesses or lawyers and doctors and architects and business, professional businesses like that, if you pitch photography or video production, they might not put it together. They might not see why they would need that. But if you say social media management or social media advertising, they say, oh yeah, we've been meaning to do that. Now the irony of this is, if you get hired as a social media manager, you are a photographer. You are a videographer. I mean, that's all we do. So a lot of times that's part of our program, is like part of the success that I specifically had in my career was finding a specific product and a way to market it to each little industry. In the end, you end up providing the same thing. You end up, just working as a photographer or a filmmaker for them. But it's amazing how if you just frame it a different way to them, sometimes you can get a lot more success. So we also, right away when you come on board, we start marketing you to all the lawyers, all the doctors, all the architects. I mentioned the big three: doctors, lawyers, architects, because they are the ones that have the most money. Okay, they have the biggest budgets, and shockingly, they're incredibly easy to bring on as clients. And they're, like I said, they got a lot of money to spend. They will happily do a monthly social media management fee, and you will just go once or twice a month, do some photo, some kind of creative work for them. It's up to you. But that's part of our program, is we teach you how to do this and how to set it up to where you're doing it the way you want, and just, getting paid to produce photos and videos. But also, it's not just those three. We also, any small business, any service provider, landscaping companies, plumbers, roofers, maintenance companies, any restaurant needs social media and photography. Any restaurant, they need all their menu items shot. Any local clothing boutique, they need all their products shot. Even there's some non-business, like politicians are great. We have a lot of we get a lot of work for politicians and governmental agencies, churches, nonprofits, charities. Anything. Literally, it's not even just businesses. Even charities and things like that. They need marketing. They need photos and videos. Like, everybody's trying to go online. So just understanding that will help you understand what this program is. This isn't some pipe dream or magic formula. It's just common sense. And it all is driven by the fact that there's these new opportunities that haven't been there in professional photography. They've only kind of sprouted up in the last 5-8 years because of the rise of the internet and social media. So it's the biggest opportunity to be a photographer, and demand is just so high. So, if you join the program, it's not hard for us to get you going on this. It's just really not. We don't. It doesn't require gear. It doesn't require training. In fact, we actually, it's a new type of photography. So, we actually, sometimes people with too much experience is kind of a problem. We like training people from scratch, and we like you starting out with your smartphone. I mean, I'm using my smartphone right now. This video is shot on my phone. I use, and this is the kind of work I do for my social media clients. It's just videos like this that we're creating, and look how I'm marketing myself to you right now. This is the service that you provide to clients, and they pay hefty amount. It's their livelihood. So hopefully that just explains how we get hired. It's not magic. It's just basic common sense marketing, pure and simple. So that's how we get hired. That's how we get you hired.